Hello everyone, it's that time of the show. Citizens Dialogue on First Next News Port Harcourt, where we discuss trending and interesting political topics. Joining me on set to have this conversation today is King Sojalo and Zach Jimmy. I am Becky Usara. Thanks for staying with us here. It's a pleasure having you both on set.
Thank you so much, Becky.
Week and a lovely week.
Maybe you still need to tell us.
You
I'm still emphasizing. Why are you on red? And are you part of the iPhone we want to sit at home Monday? Sit at home. First symbols even red and black.
I think you logo now.
Okay, maybe I'll start with red and black.
Okay, it's a pleasure. You guys look amazing.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's head straight to the story for today. Congratulations to Governor Chukwuma Soludo, the Anambra governor, who has been re-elected as the governor of Anambra State. What are we expecting from him? What are the people of Anambra State expecting from him? And they were able to vote him as the second, for the second term again. Jalo, what do you have to say to that story?
Well, once again, I'll congratulate the cabinet governor, Governor Soludo, on his reappointment as the Anambra State governor. I think his re-election really speaks on his administration of the state. You understand? I've seen comments, and I've also seen, for the fact that our president could also congratulate him. Definitely, is indeed he deserves the second term position as the governor. And if you look at his past administration, definitely it tells that indeed he really deserves it. And for the fact that he has other opposition contestants who are kicking against his reappointment as the governor is something that I really encourage. I think his opposition contestant who contested in the election but couldn't emerge as winner. I think this is high time for them, rather than trying to raise allegations and other claims against the governor. I think they should come together and really think of how they could make Anambra become one of the boosting economy state in Nigeria. You understand, in the lives of Nicholas, and also in the lives of John, who also criticizing or accusing him of vote buying. I think is something that should be put in one side. You understand, and look forward on how Anambra State can really come to life. I really went through the result of the INEC, which really brought about the total number of how the governor emerged as winner. Now, if you look at it, the ABGA political party came out under the governor 422,000.
Okay, I'm sorry to just interject. Let me just on that. I think INEC announced that a total of 584,054 voters. Votes were collected across the state.
Yes, across the state. 422,664. Yes,
so you don't have to go through all that.
Okay. Yes, if you look at the gap, look at that of the APC candidate Nicholas, having 99,445 votes, and also other political rivals like that of the Labour Party, and having 10,570. So you can really see that indeed the emergement of the governor, of the winning governor, is far beyond other. Definitely. So I think he really deserves it. So I really want to urge the governor, Governor Soludo, to really, put more effort and continue the good work which he has started.
Yeah, because
for the fact that he could take the huge number of votes in that state, winning the 21 local government areas of the state is indeed, I think, is the desire of the people.
So what's the number of people expecting from the governor?
Of course, is continuous rehabilitation of the state, the continuous infrastructure is something that they shouldn't put aside. Now that he has emerged winner, he shouldn't just go and relax. This is the time he should put more effort. So even if he's not coming out to even if he's not going to recontest instead as the governor again, but he should really do what the people what they will be able to write his name on a platter of gold, even when he resigns as a governor. So I really think the governor should really do more than that which he has started. You understand? And put smiles in the faces of the people of Anambra State.
Thank you so much. Zach, what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, he has spoken very well, but I beg to disagree with some parts of his comments.
Okay.
One, he said that they should put aside the aspect of alleged voters buying, of course, money, voters buying, all of that.
Okay.
These are issues that should not be treated with kid gloves.
Okay.
It should be treated with utmost, and disciplinary measures should be meted out to those.
Because we deserve a fair and fair
Now,
election.
see, in election in Nigeria, we have come to a system where it is no longer election, but it's selection. It will require delusional for someone to think that a sitting governor will not be re-elected. But in some sane climate, it should be happening. Look at what happened in the United States. Joe Biden was still the president, 46th president. Somebody who defeated him as the 45th came back and defeated him at 47th. That's how you had Trump. But if it is in Nigeria, they'll say, oh, you're not good, you're not bad, you're not this. You saw what happened with Jonathan when he lost to Irodra. Oh, this and that. That is not the bone of contention. One, I could tell for free that election was terribly marred by a high level of election apathy. We saw on the media spaces votes buying. In fact, the trending picture was that of a young man with cash, bundles of money. We saw the ESCC, we saw them, we saw how they were parading themselves. Oh, they paraded the young man, arrested him. Can we get prosecution? Can it be used as deterrence? But of course, you will not see anything because he wore an Afghanistan. So there is every tendency that he was working for Afghan agents or whatever you call it. That's on one side. Two, those monetary organizations who went there to monitor the election, the UN, who came, the election was free and fair. We all know that those are statements that will be hearing. But they did not see those votes buying. 15,000 allegedly was distributed. People were buying. I saw a picture of a man who an octogenarian over how many years. He said he's not going to get any money. We saw it. Can we have an election in Nigeria where electorates can file in the queue and carry out their civic responsibility of electing who becomes a leader? Because at the end of the day, election results is a true reflection of who will become the leader. By the time we have bad leaderships, you are going to trace it to how the person comes to power. But when we have leaders that came into power through the back doors or through anyhow means, at the end of the day, the 4 years of his administration will be anyhow, and nobody will be held accountable. Becky, do not forget, Anambra State was starting the list of a state with a high level of insecurity. People were kidnapped now. People were killed. In fact, this thing led to a woman losing his life under one heavy downpour. You saw it now. How are we now celebrating a governor of that? Somebody that your first election, yes, you struggled. You had over 112,000 votes.
But the INEC institution has come out to say
I don't care.
They should bring out proof. They dismiss the allegations.
It's not about INEC. I don't care.
They asked to bring out proof of where it was
let me
done.
Yeah, I understand.
So it seems you are now accusing the incumbent governor of doing such acts.
See, let us call a spade a spade. When we see black, can we just say it is black? Did we see money or not?
But he denied the accusation.
See, forget, in Nigeria we always deny now. We always deny. We saw it. What we are expecting is, can we get a prosecution from those people? We saw those funds.
But just like I said,
if they can point out who gave
can we
yes,
get them?
but the INEC has come out to say, okay,
it is not about
bring
INEC.
it forth. Let us judge the matter. Nobody is coming out now. That is the issue here.
They can't come out here now. If you follow the constitution, the constitutional rule, if you look at the provision of the letter 84, you cannot come out and say anything. You go to the court. The court is the next place to go and challenge whatever. So you cannot expect them to go and say no. They will lose their case. Section 84 says if you have an issue, go to court. So perhaps they will present this before the law court. Of course, Labour Party candidate George Moghalu, APC Nicholas Ukachukwu, and of course they've all said that they are not happy with the election. They tag the election as one of the worst elections in Anambra State, and they all have their day in court. But let us have a judicial process that will be very fair. But now that the president has congratulated Soludo,
okay,
are we going to have a free election? Are we going to have a free judicial?
Okay, you were saying something about the other parties coming out. Like former candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has attributed the widespread as well that vote buying and study reported in Anambra election was bad governance. Okay.
Now, see, Peter Obi he lost. All right, his polling unit Anioha lost to APGA and all of that. Aniocha, sorry.
Yes.
Now, when we have those results, of course, he's going to come out to make his comments. But my worries are this: is he saying the truth or is he saying the bad? Did we see it or not? Like I mentioned earlier, these people will have their day in court.
Yeah.
Will we have a court that will say there was electoral malpractice, the election should be reconducted? But no. The chances of the outcome of the court coming in this regard will be very slim, because we are now in an era where we've embraced electoral malpractice, and it has now become the order of the day it has become a norm. Thank you, in our system. But then, so does Sukuma. Well, you have another 4 years to rewrite your name. You have another 4 years to rewrite your name in the history and the annals of time of Anambra State. You have another name. You have another period now to undo the wrong things and do the right thing for the good people of India Anambra. Because to be very candid, that state is bereft of democracy. Let's be very candid. Forget that Abga whatever. When he goes to Asoro, you wear Tinubu Infinito cap. He said he's the good. He was the head of the CBN. He's a good economist. But have we seen economic this thing? Let me give you statistics of what is happening in that.
Okay.
In his last 4 years,
Okay.
unemployment rate is 48.2%. Go and check. Come back, check me. The rate of insecurity is 8.7%. Food inflation. If you just go and check, you'll be amazed. Now, this is somebody that, with all this record, they still voted him, and you think, you see, the thing is that when Ojala was not president, I just go, yes, he has won, congratulate him, fine. My own is, he has another 4 years, all right, to redeem his image, or else.
To prove that the votes we need.
Yes, because 112,000 in your last election. Now you have 400 and something thousand. Maybe that time you don't have enough money. Now you are the one in charge. You control the mechanism. You control the resources of the state. At this point, you can decide who becomes who. Now you now have times 4 of what you had. If you even imagine yourself, the margin now is so wide.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't just end on that result. My own is that the main result is that we should be seeing evidence in the good people of India Anambra. I want to enter Anambra next week or next 2 months or next 3 months or next year. I want to see some rules being developed. I also saw him dancing. That is, I look at, see, if you know how much people get, they not dance. You don't know what they're doing. So, but let me join you to congratulate him. Okay. But, however, my congratulatory message has a caveat. If you don't use these 4 years to redeem your image, before the good of India Anambra, posterity will not forgive you.
Thank you so much. Okay, you want to say something?
Yes, concerning this election.
On the last
yes, you see, every Nigerians will suspect or will want to think if there will be a manipulation. Okay. I'm not in the side of anybody. I'm not trying to campaign for any politician or any governor or high-profile personnel. Okay. But you will want to say, okay, the ruling party, you know what I'm talking about. We definitely want to be in the side of manipulation. But if you look at it very well, you can see that, you know, it is another party entirely who has emerged as winner. So definitely Nigerians want to say, oh, probably the manipulation will come from the ruling party, the present ruling party in Nigeria. But you can see that, fine, if there were video clips or whatever of vote buying, but we sure of what proof do you think it's there
were pictures, there were videos, the people came out, and they were arrested.
And said it was the governor who...
No, they didn't say.
So that is what I'm talking about. You can see...
allegedly we know that they were actually wearing the Abga, flag.
Abga, but sometimes, Becky, don't you think that might be a setup?
Okay.
You understand? Don't you think that might be a sort of that someone has actually appointed that person to come out in that form so that there will be a suspicious form?
That's why I say, can we have a day in court?
There might be, just as you said, exactly.
That the US,
even if they go to court, that they might lose the case.
So should we support a case that we lost?
And you can never.
Now, I'm not in the side of whoever brought the money.
That is so.
My own is that
because you are putting it as if
I am not. See, Mr. Ojalo
is the back brain behind the vote buying or whatever.
I did not mention.
We have how many people who contested for this election? You can't just
I did not say that ABGA were the ones. Please get it right. I didn't say ABGA were the ones who initiated or who did the vote buying.
Okay.
Whether it came from anybody.
Yeah, but it is just on.
If it's the US, there's what we call forensic audit, forensic investigation. The thumbprint, everything, know who brought the money. But in as much as there is a report of alleged vote buying, everybody will now be, let us say, forensic report. Meaning you, at this point, you cannot allege to Mr. A or Mr. B.
Okay.
But they will not say ABGA did this or APC. They say there was an alleged vote buying. Meaning everybody now should now come to the court and prove. Let the court now say who did this and who did this.
Now, that aside, Zach, if you look at the atmosphere.
But if the court refuses to give us a good
result,
that means there are tendencies that maybe it may be ABGA.
But if you look at the environment, if you look at the atmosphere of Anambra, we will definitely tell that the people are for the incumbent governor. So
no, you can't say so. You're not my brother.
Yes,
see,
you're not there.
see, when you say the good people,
You need a witness in election.
see.
So you won't say that.
I saw a post.
Okay.
You posted it or something.
Okay.
That people can even come in money and you won't put on that thing.
Okay.
If you have the opportunity, will you go? There are people that they don't like you, but
okay, because of money.
Oh, what are you talking about? That's the vote buying you're talking about. Now you're laughing.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. It's still the show Citizens Dialogue on Fastness News Port Harcourt. Please stay with us. I am Becky Usoro. Let's go for a short break. Welcome back to the show Citizens Dialogue on Fastness News Port Harcourt. I remain your humble host, Becky Usoro. Thanks for staying with us. Okay, on to Jalo. The ministry in UK, Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, FCDO, they've thrown warrants against travel to 6 Nigerian states over rising insecurity in Nigeria regarding the same Christian genocide, and
From
politicians
US
coming
president.
up to say that there is peace and there is no peace. And then recently too, the Khan Association of Nigeria, he said that there is peace now in northern Nigeria, that they shouldn't bother. Well, imagine what's happening in our country today. Are we really going to say that there's peace? Looking at the states of our country, Nigeria, and basically looking at the northern states, are we going to say that there's peace?
First of all, in the aspect of...
So are we saying that this, their advice, is it worth it?
Of course, they have to give a precaution to their citizens. You know, probably we have UK and also other diasporians who are coming into the country for probably tourism and investments, name it. So definitely, I think they have to put it to their citizens that, look, you should be aware of this particular state. But my question is, why are the UK now coming at this time around? What happened? Okay, if not for the statement of the United States president, why are they bringing it out at this time? It is as if they are over painting the image of Nigeria, you know, painting it, they are, you know, making it too black for the entire world to see. In the aspect of Khan, I think Khan is not really making things well for the country. You can see everyone is trying to defend Nigeria. Everyone is trying to cover up, you know, against the statement of the United States president. But what I urge Khan to do at this time around is to also seek for help, you know, in a polite manner, in a polite way, you know, to stop the insurgency, not just covering it up. I think this is a terrible. I think the Christian body is the one facing these critical issues, most especially, rather than you know, other religious institutes. So the Khan aside, in the case of the United Kingdom, you know, yes, they are trying to make their citizens to be careful. You know, in the state of, I think those 6 states, just like Borno, Adamawa, and also Yobe, we all know that yes, the insecurity in those states are indeed critical. Yes. Now, this alarm should not just be told to only to their citizens. Also, it should be made well the awareness should also be given to Nigerians as well. Now, it's for the security armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to really take steps on how to silence insurgencies in those states. You understand? For it to be reliable and accessible to every citizens, not just citizens of Nigeria, and also people in diaspora who are seeking. Because if you look at those states that have been mentioned, states like Borno, states like Yobe, states like I think Adamawa, yes, those states covers a whole lot of mineral resources, covers a whole lot of things that the country Nigeria and also those who are in diaspora could benefit for. So I think is an awareness, and also those who are in diaspora should take a lot of.
Thank you so much. Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I must appreciate King Ojalo on that particular one. Very precise and straight to the point. How be it? The FCDO, Office of the United Kingdom, is stated in every country. They have that office. What's the duty of that office? They look after their citizens. All right. They care after their citizens, and they love them so much that they don't want them to perish. If you are in Canada, for example, and there's an issue there, the SCDO office in that area will give you an instruction. In fact, they listen to the SCDO because that's their closest body. They can closest office. They can channel any form of complaint. But in the issue of them restraining their citizens from states in Nigeria, well, it's okay, it's nice. But what we should be asking ourselves is that, just like Jalo mentioned, that they should also restrict those in diaspora. See, that one doesn't concern. What concerns is the citizens. Nigeria can face the issue whenever they like, when they are ready. See, let us come back to something. In Jonathan Administration 2013 or so, didn't he place Borno, Yobe, Adamawa on that watch list? And didn't he, at the time, place those 3 states under state of emergency? Did he? He did. Why? Killings. So why are we acting as if what these people are doing?
It's strange to us.
It's strange to them. It's not strange. It has been happening. In short, the FCDO, that time, they say we should not be entering any north. So it's not a new thing. Once there is a case of any issue, they will give warning to their distance. So it's not some new way to say why are they coming out. They used to come. But now the problem, the major issue now is, are we having insecurity in this country? Because this is the question begging for answer. And it has been politicized this answer over the years. With some set of people telling you no. Some other set telling you yes.
And
the other people telling you maybe. The other people telling us, oh, well, can we just stop politicizing this nonsense?
Yeah.
These are human life. Can we just stop it already? Can we now take people's life very serious? Can we now be accountable for the lives of each and every Nigerians?
Yeah.
It is embarrassing that people who were our colonial masters, they are not telling their British citizens in the country, please don't go to this place. Don't go. Be careful. It's just like you as a mother, you tell your daughter, be careful of that your friend, that one.
Yeah.
You as that friend, if you hear that kind of a thing from your friend's mother, that your friend's mother has instructed your friend that you should be careful of you, how will you feel? Are you not going to feel embarrassed? They said you should be careful of me. But in Nigeria, all those things is nothing for us. These are things that will go inside our house and weep and say, child! They say we should be careful, our people should be careful. Yeah. That means we are that bad. That means our level of mediocrity has grown to that level where people of our country will tell people don't. But now, since we have refused to acknowledge the fact that there's actually a problem, how then do we start or profile a solution? Because the first step of profiling solution to issue is one, identifying the issue, accepting and acknowledging the issue. Let us first acknowledge that there is an issue. That way, we will not begin the first step of addressing. But in the situation where some set of people are saying there's no issue, some said that the issue, how are we going to address the issue? That is why the issue will keep lingering. And the next thing now, Nigeria will tell you, our push should not go here. The China will tell you, our push should not go here. Then who will not go to where in Nigeria?
Thank you so much.
So for me, we should not be about the UK. We should not be concerned about the UK. They are concerned about their citizens in this country. But the message here is the Nigerians, the Nigerian leaders. Is it not high time they start to be they decide to be very intentional about the welfare of their people? Yeah. Now UK,
it's all the matter.
UK, they're intentional about their own people. Can Nigeria also be intentional about their own people? If they cannot, or God, what is keeping you?
Thanks, everyone. That's our show for today. Citizens Dialogue on First News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Usara. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.